Okay, so thank you for joining us today. I am doing a quick unboxing and first impressions of a White Mountain exclusive CJRB. As you can see, we do have a bit of a difference in our filming today, and my oldest son is doing the recording, and then he'll do the editing, so we'll see how that goes.
Hello.
But we are trying to keep this rapidly quick, so we'll move through this fairly organized. So here we have the box as it came from White Mountain Knives. Didn't come this time with any kind of stickers or any accessories. It was just the knife and some of the little styrofoam pilling packaging. So in here you can see very little. So there's the...
Can you hold that up to the camera?
There's the knife sleeve. We do have on the inside of the box, we have some information from CJRB, just it's like an about us, a nice mountain scenic image, and some links to some of their information. Silica pack says do not eat. We will not do that. Inside we have our pouch. So let's see what we have. Okay, another silica. We have a knife and a wrap, which we're going to talk about in a second. And a very nice pouch. Has something you can hook the lanyard on. Has some nice microfiber, and it'll actually hold 2 knives, or a knife plus some extras. Yes, 2 pouches. So fairly nice made pouch. Okay, so this is the White Mountain Knives exclusive of the CJRB Pyrite. So the Pyrite historically has come in G10 in a black, a gray, there may be some other colors, and then Knife Center had an exclusive with a titanium bolster, I believe, and micarta handle, which is quite a bit more expensive, so I didn't bite on that. And I'd been looking for a G10, and then I ran across this one. So this is their version in G-Mascus for the handle. I don't know exactly what G-Mascus is, other than to think that it's a G10 material that kind of replicates the Damascus type patterns, and I'd say that's reasonable. They have 2 different versions of it. So this is the white and black. Comes with a stonewash, or well, we'll look at, but a stonewash finish on the blade. The blade material is AR RPM 9, which is CJRB or Artisan Cutlery's proprietary budget powder steel. Thumb deployment, button lock, deep carry pocket clip. Stainless steel liners, which are definitely letterbox just by a hair, gives it a nice touch. Everything in nice matching. So there we have it. Let's see how this thing opens. So we'll start with a slow roll, very smooth. And for a button lock closure, as you can see, drops shut very nicely. For a rapid deployment, very little effort involved there. Closure, very easy. Middle finger flick, nothing. I mean, this takes no effort at all and is smooth as glass. Looks very centered. No blade play at all. I mean, nothing. So now we look at it. If you guys can see, this definitely has a bit of
Move to the yeah, there. Yeah, right there.
A bit of a stonewashy pattern. It's pretty subtle though, but definitely not satin. Thumb studs, we have CJRB on this side, on the presentation side. On the reverse side, in very, very small print, no one's going to be able to see it, it says AR RPM 9, and above that it says J1825. Don't know what that implies. Maybe it's a model number. But we have a good 4-finger grip with the jimping on the spine. We do have a forward choil, which is very nicely done. Makes for doing some detail work. Would be nice if that jimping came a little bit further forward. The jimping stops right here, so that's as far as you can go. The texture of this G-Mascus is interesting. It doesn't have, like, I don't know if you can hear it, there's almost no real sound. It doesn't have the texture you get from G10, but it definitely has a grippy feel to it. So it doesn't feel like you would be going anywhere. Fairly thick in the handles. Okay, so let's take a look at what they gave us for hardware. So this is a T8. So it looks like our pivot screw is T8. Boy, wouldn't it be nice if everything was T8, but it's not. So I'm going to make the assumption going out the gate that the rest of the body screws are 6s. Yes. So we have 6, we have 6, all the way across. So we have 8 on the pivot screws, and then we have 1, 2, 3. That's interesting. 3, 4, 5 other screws, 2 pivot and 3 body. So that's not bad, fairly typical. One day it'd be nice if we had all T8s. So good first impressions. Now what I wanted to do is compare it to a couple other knives. So I have a couple other to compare it to size-wise. So we can see there. And I thought the one that would be a really good comparison right out the gate would be the Kaiser Original. So there's the Kaiser Original. So if we line our blades up, you can see that the Pyrite is just a hair longer than the original, and the handle's certainly fuller. Some other good comparisons of sizes where everyone knows a Civivi Elementum. This does have unlocked composite scales, so it looks a little bit differently. About the same size, but I think it's just a hair longer than the Elementum. About the same size on the handles. Finally, as most people are very familiar with, the Benchmade Bug Out. So definitely same size as the Bug Out. So 3.4, I guess, is their size, and almost very, very similar in terms of the body shape. It's a little bit heavier for sure. Let's look at thickness with it's just a hair thicker, it appears, than the Bug Out. Just a hair. Yep. In terms of the original is actually just a hair thicker, and the original feels about the same weight. So last comparison, as we said here, probably the Bug Out is the most consistent. The original for the style, the button lock popularity. Zero this out. There we go. So we come in at, oh great, it's in grams. Let's switch that to ounces. 2.65 ounces. 2.65 ounces, that's pretty good on a blade that's well over 3 inches. Let's compare that to our original. 2.63, 2.63, 2.65. And this is in millimeters. So we're at a 2.64 and a 2.82. So that is actually, the original is actually quite a bit thicker. And then if we look right behind the blade, 0.8, 0.75. So just a hair thinner. there you have it. The White Mountain Knives exclusive CJRB Pyrite. This is the white and black G Mascus with the AR RPM steel. Thank you guys.